Okay, so this is a love reading, like what's going on in your love life for October 2020. I did 5 piles. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold up the tarot deck for each pile, tell you which pile it's for, and whichever one calls to you intuitively, that's the pile or piles that, you know, is for you. Excuse my nails because there's no excuse for them, but just excuse them. Just know that, okay? So for the pile number 1, this is the tarot deck. This is the Linestrider tarot. So this is for pile number 1. For pile number 2 is the Golden Botticelli tarot. So this is for pile number 2. For pile number 3 is the Modern Witch tarot. For pile number 4 is the I think it's Tarot of the Haunted House. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And then for pile number 5 is the Book of Shadows tarot, and I believe this is So Below. I believe this is So Below. I'll clarify that in the description because I can't remember. But okay. So I'm gonna start with pile number 1. So for the themes for your love life in October 2020, for the themes for pile number 1, we have the Princess and the Pea, which says sensitivity. And then we have the Rose Elf, which talks about revelations. So I feel like the theme I feel like this is some sort of emotional healing due to somebody expressing themselves, due to someone opening up. I feel like maybe the revelation could even be somebody opening up. It could be somebody sharing their heart's truth. Either way, I feel like this is 2 people growing emotionally closer. And I feel like it's about truths being spoken. And I feel like this is something that this group has been manifesting. It might be involving a divine counterpart. Somebody could be I feel like the person who may be coming in, I feel like they might be in a fragile state, or they might be sensitive right now, as they might be dealing with a lot, and they also might be telling you what they've been dealing with. And I feel like this month is just heart opening for you. I feel like it's about having positive tower moments that bring harmony. So with that, I'm just gonna get into the tarot cards. So we have the Ace of Cups upright. No, if you can, probably can't see that well. Here it is, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Six of Wands. This is hard to show you. Okay. The Devil reverse. The Knight of Pentacles reverse. Okay, I don't know how to make it. Okay, whatever. The Six of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. So it looks like for October 2020, like I said, I feel like it's going to be a very healing month. I feel like there's going to be some sort of new beginning or renewal. You know, whether that, I feel like the new beginning is within yourself, but also within your relationship or whatever this relationship is. Yeah, I feel like this Ace of Cups is something that you've been manifesting. It's a new opportunity. I feel like this is bringing like a 5D wish down into the 3D, or something that's been manifesting in the 5D for a while now, down to reality. I feel like all of a sudden something will start moving. Probably some sort of fast-paced communication. I feel like somebody is coming in to communicate. I feel like this person could have been immature in the past. They might have blocked you. I feel like whatever way they're communicating is probably like digital communication, like DMs, PMs, IMs, text messages, or whatever. I feel like this person has been thinking about what they want to say for a while now, and it could have been why they did not come sooner. I think they want to make a proposition. They want to heal what's been hurt in the past, but they also want to heal themselves. I feel like they've caused you a lot of pain in the past, but they're no longer conflicted about how to fix things or what the right thing to do is. And it could seem like they're just like appearing out of nowhere. I feel like this person may be kind of short. And I feel like they may have big energy, like a strong personality. A strong personality is what we will call it. They could want to perform or be a performer. They could be popular. I feel like they are, or they want to be famous, or they are in the public eye, or people naturally flock to them. I feel like this person's coming in for their victory. To proclaim something. They might proclaim it rather dramatically. I don't want to say dramatically. Maybe dramatically is not the right word. Maybe they will proclaim it passionately. But it looks like they have something to say, and they're in their feelings, and they want to say it, and they're gonna say it. And they might do it in a surprising, different, or very public or flashy way. Or they could just be a flashy person. Maybe they're a flashy person. I feel like they want harmony with you, and they're willing to do it despite what other people are saying, because I don't really see other people in the background of this card like that. Like, you see them faintly, but it looks like they're like fading into the distance. So maybe they used to let people be in the ear about things and now they're not. Or they used to care more about what others thought and now they're not. Or maybe they were listening to other people's advice, or I don't know. They were letting outside influences influence them in some way, which is possible. And now they're just not doing that anymore. I feel like this person is ready to stop chasing the past. They're ready to be emotionally mature. I feel like this person may have had issues with understanding what's important to them, or keeping what's important to them. They might have been chasing a situation that wasn't going to work anyway, or they were just so stuck on the disappointments and the pain of their past that they were unable to deal with you correctly. So it looks like that person is coming out of whatever situation that they were in, and they're also attempting to just clear any devil energy between you guys and to bring clarity. But again, I feel like the clarity has a lot to do with emotions, with all this water here. I feel like this person may value their looks a lot. They might like looking at themselves in the mirror or something. But they're coming to do the right thing. They're coming to bring harmony, and eventually their goal may be to commit, but either way they are coming in and they want to be here for the long haul. They're not waiting. I feel like before, with this Knight of Pentacles reverse here, they were, you know, when the Knight of Pentacles is upright, he's formulating, he's thinking of a plan, he's turning ideas around in his head. He's like, do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? I feel like this person is done doing that. They figured out what they want to do. And I feel like really what that took for them was listening to divine guidance. Maybe they prayed about it, whatever. But I feel like they're finally listening to their intuition or to divine guidance about it. And they're deciding to move forward, and they're moving forward in a positive direction. It looks like they're moving forward towards you. This person may have some baggage. The baggage may be related to a family. So it could be that they have their own family, or that their family is weighing them down in a way. Or it could be family in the sense that maybe they live with somebody that they were dating, or maybe they have maybe very strong ties to someone they're involved with. Like this person is close to their family, or this person, I feel like there's something tying them to this person, or something that was tying them to this person that they're currently trying to get away from. Let me see. I feel like they want to say I'm sorry. And they've made a decision, you know. With the Three of Wands, I feel like this reading's pretty short, this pile. Okay, so with the Three of Wands, like it's a pretty direct message. It's like your ships are coming in. So again, I do feel like this is something that you manifested. But I feel like you need to be happy. You need to be careful, because not everybody will be happy for you, or you need to be careful because somebody could be watching you and attempting to kind of like pull you away from this opportunity, or to, I guess, distract, either take the opportunity away or pull you away from it. Or they might just be hating, like sending bad juju and stuff. But I feel like this is your ships coming in. Again, with all the threes, I'm feeling like this could be your soulmates, like the person that you are divinely supposed to be with in this life, or your divine counterpart, whatever. With the Eight of Wands, I feel like, again, this is just things speeding up. I feel like before things were stagnant, things weren't really moving like that, because an aspect of divine timing was at play. So again, at the bottom of the deck that we use to clarify, which is the Spiral Tarot, we have the Princess of Cups, and at the bottom of this deck we have the Wheel of Fortune. So like I said, this just stuff moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune is followed by the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Cups reversed, so that's like going back. So, you know, this is things moving forward, but somebody having to go back for things to move forward. So to go back in time, go back to a person, go back, retrace their steps, go back and rectify something. But I feel like whatever it is, there's a lot of passion between these two people. Their inner children may get along very well. They might feel like children when they're around each other, very playful. But yeah, I mean, but be careful, because I do see sexual energy here. So if that's not what you're going for, well, you know, keep an eye on that. But ultimately, I don't feel like this person is coming with hidden agendas or stuff like that. They might, you know, want to do things with you, but I don't feel like they're going to be manipulative about that. I do feel like this person really does want to make things right. So, you know, it doesn't look like there's any like underlying like Five of Swords, Devil, Seven of Swords, like Three of Cups energies. So that's a good thing. Okay, so now I'm gonna get on to the advice. So for the advice, I use the Starseed Oracle. So the cards that I have are the Great Severing reverse. Okay, so this says Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love, and that is reversed. And I have Star Ancestors upright, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. I have water your garden upright, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. I have I remember, upright, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. I have you're not alone, isolation, physical connection, and community. And the last card is surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So I feel like it's really significant, number one, that the Mars energy card is reversed and the Venus energy card is upright. And just the placements of the two, one is at the very beginning and one is at the end. So I feel like this month is about any kind of clashing energies between you and this person. I feel like those are gonna calm down. I feel like in general for this month, you will be experiencing rewards, but especially as it pertains to this, I feel like you will. So I feel like, the energy of conflict, of, chaos, of things kind of going wrong, of in and out energy, kind of instability, stuff like that. I feel like that is going away this month, and and in its place is love. The energy is lightening up, the energy is softening up. That could have something to do with the transits. I really have no idea because I'm not an astrologer. But so the next card, oh, and also, as these energies are changing and changing for you, there is also a need to change yourself with these energies. So while you may have at one point been like on go or whatever, or on the defense or whatever it is, I don't know, sports, whatever it's called, where you're like, watching out or whatever, being defensive, whatever, doing what you do. Stop it. Doing what you do. There is a need for you to come out of that. So make sure that your heart is open and ready to receive this love, because it is a two-way street. It's not just about them giving, it's about your ability to receive it, right? So that's important. Like if you're just shutting it out and you're sending it back and you're just like, get that away from me or whatever, then, it just makes things extra difficult. So don't be doing that. Okay. This one says, again, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. I feel like this card is not just about listening to your intuition and something that you maybe intuitively knew happening, coming true. But I feel like this card is also about, secrets coming out. Revelations, you feel me? You discovering new things. You discovering new things, right? So this is about you discovering new things. This is about you discovering things. Can you stop? Okay. So like I was saying, sorry about that. Like I was saying, this is about not only things that you intuitively knew being confirmed, but this is about you discovering things that you didn't know before, possibly about your person. Again, about your person opening up to you, about you guys not just aligning on the 5D, but in the 3D now. I feel like this could have something to do with planetary alignments. Definitely divine timing at play. Because you see these 3 planets are aligned up here, stars, or they're probably planets because they're pretty big. I'm not stupid, you guys, I promise. So, so you can see that these 3 planets are aligned. So it could have a lot to do with the transits, because I know lately we've been having a lot of rough transits. And we're also having transits that are promoting people to speak their truth and to live their truth and to go after what they want and stuff like that. So all of that is going on. And I know Venus just entered Virgo, so that's about showing love in a more grounded, practical way. So being practical about how you're showing love. So, not showing love by trying to prank somebody, like prank call somebody and being like, yeah, they should know, or something like that. Like not being a weirdo, not like subliminally tweeting them or posting about them and then being like, yeah, they'll figure it out. Like, no, it's about actually showing love in a practical, grounded way. So I feel like you'll be on the receiving end of that energy. So that's good. So the next card that we have is I believe it was the Water Your Garden card. So that's just about nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. I feel like this is about you being nourished. I feel like this is also a reminder to you not to try to give too much to this person when they come in. Just kind of, you know, pay attention to their energy. Try matching their energy. If that makes sense. So don't start off just giving too much for them. Always make sure to still be prioritizing yourself, because when you get into that chasing energy, that's when people get into that running energy. So always be pouring into yourself and know that that will be reflected in the people that you attract, right? So if you're loving yourself and they're loving themselves, chances are you're both being pretty healthy toward each other. So that's definitely the goal here. I feel like this group has been working really hard, and there may be a need to find more time to intentionally rest during the month of October. There may be a need to change your diets or just take care of yourselves better. I'm definitely feeling change your diets. There might be a need to change your diets for sure. It might help you to take salt baths, especially around the new moon. But yeah, the next card is the I Remember card. So I feel like this may be a past life connection. It very likely is. I also feel like this is a reminder that you control things by controlling yourself. Like, as long as you're keeping yourself balanced, I feel like that's the most important thing. Just keeping yourself balanced. Like, don't... I really feel like if this is divine counterpart thing, there's just the emphasis on, you know, don't, you know, lean into them too much or anything. I feel like this was karmically meant to occur, but, you know, it had to happen on its own time. This could be the person, like I said, that you are meant to be with in this lifetime, which is why the Fated is there. So with the You're Not Alone card and the Surrender to the Sweetness, again, the Venus energy is coming in. I feel like you may be coming out of a period of isolation or of not feeling supported, but I feel like now you will be feeling supported. Definitely by this person, but you could also be feeling more supported by friends or just people that you're surrounding yourself with. And I feel like you guys are going to be bouncing off of each other's energy really well. I feel like this person really mirrors you. I feel like you guys mirror each other's shadows and light. One of you might be like yin and one of you might be like a yang. And again, the Surrender to the Sweetness is just a reminder to enjoy this time. Don't think too much. Allow yourself to be loved. Allow yourself to be love, you know? So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Inner Earth card. It says, you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. So again, I feel like this is you coming out of a period of maybe rough energy or just a period of healing. Maybe at one point it was rough, but then you got into your healing stuff. And, you know, healing's always uncomfortable. And now your new beginning is coming. And I feel like there was a big thing here about endurance, about the ability to kind of wait things out and tough things out and have faith even when things are rough. And because you were able to do this, you were able to bring your manifestation into the 3D. So that's that. Moving on to the next pile. So moving on to pile 2. So your themes, pile 2. Again, pile 2 was the Golden Botticelli Tarot. So pile 2's themes for love for October. My bad. Okay, so your themes. So you have the Gretel card that says ingenuity, and you have Dawn, the golden haired, which says duty. So I feel like this is about you making the needed changes to bring in what you want to bring in for yourself. I feel like this is, you have been thinking about something. This group has been thinking about something or planning something, or they will be thinking about something and planning something in the month of October and then going after it. So they're going to be thinking of a plan and they're going to be going after it. So I feel like a lot of this, I feel like the plan is about going after what your heart wants or bringing the change that your heart wants. And I feel like this group feels like it is the right thing to do, or they have a karmic duty to do it. I feel like this could also be interpreted as somebody attempting to bring an end to an obligation that they have, or to some sort of contractual agreement that they are part of that was preventing them from being with the person that they wanted to be with. So I feel like that could be both energies in the themes. But like overall, I do feel like it's just like somebody thinking of what to do and then doing it, thinking of a smart plan, trying to come up with a grounded plan and then going after it. And that makes a lot of sense with this Mars energy. Like with the, you know, with the Mars energy, you know, with the Mars retrograde, because you know now is a time of you know making a plan, making it grounded, and then you know going after what you want after you've figured out what it is that you want to do. So we've already figured out what it is that we want to do, but now we're figuring out how to do it, and then we're gonna do it, right? So that is that. I feel like this group is very determined. I feel like this month will be about you feeling very determined. And I see something about looking at something through a child's eyes. So I feel like that's about how children don't really care about things and adults have all these expectations, either placed on them by themselves or others, all these projections on them, all this other stuff. But children are just going to go after what their heart wants. Maybe this is about allowing your heart or your inner child to take the lead. Okay. So, getting into the cards, I have the Six of Wands. Can you see it? Six of Wands. I have the Four of Pentacles reverse. I have the Three of Cups reversed. I have these Seven of Swords reversed. I have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Swords reverse, right? So I feel like this group has been, this pile has been like fantasizing about someone, or fantasizing about something, fantasizing about a situation. Because I'm hearing like In My Head by Jason Derulo. I think that's who that's by. Like, in my head, I see you all over me. And maybe you were fantasizing about having sex with somebody. Maybe it was a lot of those things. Maybe you want passion with somebody. Maybe you're just remembering, you're reminiscing about times that you had with somebody. Oh, I don't know if I said this already, but this deck is the Faerytale Oracle that I've been using for the themes for each pile. Okay, so I feel like October is your call to action. Right at the beginning, we have the Six of Wands. I clarified that. I got the Hanged Man reverse, Two of Pentacles reverse, and the Ten of Cups upright. So the way I'm interpreting that, obviously, is that you have, well, not obviously, but that you have made a decision. You are done being indecisive. You're done twiddling your thumbs, and you're going after something. You're going after your Ten of Cups, right? There's something that you have been attempting to manifest, and now that you're actually taking the steps to bring that manifestation into reality instead of just being like in my head. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the divine, with this angel here, I feel like the divine has been calling you to do this for a while. I see the angel is wearing green and orange. So that's putting emphasis on the heart and sacral chakras to me, with the green and orange that's also at the top. But I'm more called to say heart and solar plexus. I feel like it does have to do with your sacral chakra energy, your sexual energy, you know, but I also feel like, you know, the solar plexus is more connected to willpower. Maybe your passion is driving you. Maybe that's the sacral energy. But either way, next card, we have the Four of Pentacles reverse. Again, this is about you going after what you want, and maybe you had to let go of some things in order to get what you want. So let's try to clarify this. So I feel like you had to let go of your player ways, or you had to let go of your commitment issues. You had to let go of your immaturity. You had to grow up, basically. I feel like there may be some self-sabotaging habits that you had, or some things that you did that were maybe not the best things to do, that you did to keep you safe and to keep you feeling secure. I feel like maybe you've been doing them for a while, but I don't feel like that's working for you anymore. And I feel like, again, this month you're deciding to go after what you want, and doing that is requiring you to let go of this stuff. So I feel like what also was making you uncomfortable was the idea of maybe speaking your feelings, or taking on a relationship, speaking your truth. Let me see. feel like you were afraid to bring an ending to some sort of karmic situation. So it could have to do with the job. It could have to do with the person. It could just have to do with your habits. Like you were just in some sort of karmic loop, karmic cycle, right? And I feel like, so I feel the energy of this being reversed and upright. I feel like you are dropping things that you were carrying unnecessarily, but you're also picking up the things that you know you should be taking responsibility for, right? So you're doing both of those things. I feel like you also may have been using confusion as a way to prevent yourself from having to do what you need to do, maybe not listening to your intuition. And I feel like now you are listening to your intuition, you are leveling up, and you're no longer gonna wait around. So like, okay, so what I mean by that is you might have been like, no, I really don't know what to do, but really you did know what to do, but you were just confusing yourself, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like all of that stuff is stuff that you're leaving behind. I feel also something about like intimacy issues. Or placing the importance on the wrong things, on material things, on shallow things. I feel like you're craving the deeper things in life and you can no longer like ignore that. Like you're craving deeper satisfaction. Okay, so I feel like, okay, remember when I said you're coming out of that player energy and stuff? I feel like if you were in a third party situation, if you were with somebody for kind of shallow or sexual reasons, you're coming out of that. I'm seeing that maybe you didn't know somebody was a serpentine spirit, maybe for some of you. I feel like whoever this is, I feel like you're leaving somebody behind. You're leaving some sort of third-party situation behind. Or you're leaving behind some sort of karmic connection. And you're also leaving behind allowing people to whisper in your ear and control the things that you're doing. Maybe you're stop allowing this karmic to control what you're doing. Like you're speaking your truth and you're no longer allowing this person or this group of people, if it was a group of people, or your family members or whatever, to prevent you from speaking your truth and living your truth. And I feel like you're also just leaving behind not really committing like that. I feel like you're leaving behind like just leaving your options open and not really committing to anyone like that, or having multiple girls, or being in some sort of love triangle or something. That's 7 of Swords. I feel like you're no longer deceiving yourself. You might have been putting on a persona before. Might have been wanting to appear a certain way. Maybe part of your image was being this single person, or part of your image was being a playboy, or part of your image was just looking a certain way. I feel like you're leaving that behind. You're stepping into your power. You're no longer deceiving yourself about what you want. You're listening to your intuition. You're no longer keeping yourself trapped with the way that you're thinking about things. feel like this is the Seven of Swords reverse is also about you just doing the right thing, period. Doing what the angels have been guiding you to do. And in doing this, you also may be speaking your truth to someone. Maybe you were not completely honest with this person, or you hid aspects of yourself from this person, or you were not completely real or genuine with this person. So, or just in general, I mean, I feel like you may not have been being genuine. But if this is pertaining to you making an offer to a person or to making things right with a person, as in not just leaving someone or a situation, but also going toward one, then I do see you speaking your truth with this person and making the decision to no longer be fake or no longer pretend to be or feel or think or whatever. Just like, sorry, it cut out. No longer pretending to be, think, feel, or whatever. To be or feel or think or whatever, something that you're not, or some things that you don't, or whatever. You're just like being genuine. You're being real, right? So this next card is let me see. Knight of Pentacles reverse. I don't know if I said that the first time or not. But the Knight of Pentacles reverse is basically, again, it's about no longer being indecisive, making the decision to do something, no longer turning an idea around in your head, making the decision to actually move forward with that idea, especially followed by the Ace of Wands. So that is you bringing in that new beginning. I see that you may have a lot of sexual attraction to this person, or this person may make you feel alive. You may just have a lot of passion for this person. I do feel like there is love here, or there will be a lot of love here. But I also feel like there is a very sexual connection between you guys. This person could also inspire you in your creative pursuits. Yeah, I feel like this person inspires you. And you are bringing in your own wish fulfillments. Yeah, I feel like that's what you're doing. You're bringing in your own wish fulfillment. So yeah, and then followed by the Four of Swords again. That's just about no longer waiting around, no longer hesitating, no longer procrastinating, just going ahead. I feel like now is the right time to do it, and I feel like this month that's what you're doing. You're taking your power back, period. So that's really good. I'm seeing also that if you're an emotionally closed off person before, you're living more your heart's truth and you're being more honest with other people about it as well. I see air and fire here. Yeah, I see air and fire. So you could be dealing with the air or fire sign. You could be an air or fire sign. You could have air or fire in your chart. They could have air or fire in their chart. So that's what I see. So I'm moving on to your guidance. Oh, no, wait. At the bottom of your deck, by the way, you had the Fool card. And if you notice, the person in this card is kind of like, nah, you know what I mean? So I feel like this is a new beginning that's coming in that you were afraid of. And it's definitely not going as bad as you thought it would go. So I feel like you might be fearful of doing this. You might have doubts, but I feel like when you do it, you feel really, really good about it, right? And I feel like this is also you no longer sitting here and pretending to not understand things. No longer sitting here and being immature and not stepping up to the plate. You're listening to your intuition as it's followed by the High Priestess. You're doing what needs to be done with the Tower. You're basically breaking down already unsteady foundations, things that were meant to fall apart, that were going to fall apart anyway, and you're choosing to do the right thing and to fight for what it is that you believe in, right? So that's all super good, right? So moving on to the guidance. For your guidance, I use the les vampires, vampires. What? I use that deck. And I'll link it in the description. Like I link all the decks in the description. So your cards. We have witness, to know, personal evidence, to speak out, sacrifice, renunciation, offering, letting it go, discipline, training, consistency, practice, love conquers all, enduring loyalty, eternal love, lasting commitments, hope, anticipation, bright prospects, wishes, and Maynard, which is madness, ecstatic rituals, and energy release. So I feel like the witness card is about you coming clean about something, you being real with yourself about something, and you could be even standing up against people about something that you know is right. But either way, I feel like it is you speaking your truth. And like being determined to make known whatever it is that you want to make known. I feel like this is something that you may have been attempting to manifest for yourself, subconsciously or not. So you may have been feeling like, oh, I don't really know what I want, but subconsciously you were manifesting what you wanted the whole time and manifesting, figuring it out for yourself. And I feel like you finally have done that, and now that's and you kind of speaking out is you doing your part to bring that manifestation into reality. With this sacrifice, renunciation, offering, letting go, you may be renouncing a group. You may be renouncing doing things a certain way, renouncing the single life, renouncing being a player. You may be renouncing, I feel like, well, you definitely are renouncing something. And I feel like maybe you're having to sacrifice to a persona. You might be having to sacrifice money, popularity, but you're having to sacrifice something in order to get what you want, but you know that that sacrifice is worth it, which is also why it's next to the witness card. You're letting go of things that are not serving you, of things that you may have been interested in for shallow reasons, and you're going after the things that will fulfill you on a deeper level. So you may be letting go of a job or having a lot of money or maybe your image was helping you get someplace that you wanted to be, or maybe being with someone or being in a certain situation that required you to be dishonest to yourself was helping you get some things. You're gonna have to let all of that go. I feel like you're also going to have to let go of being immature. You're letting go of things that just aren't serving you, of being a player, of being immature, of people that aren't serving you, whatever, lying and all that stuff. So that sacrifice card reduces to an 8. So I feel like this is karmically meant to occur. You are doing the right thing karmically. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? So I feel like it was going to happen one way or another. The way that you ended up having to sacrifice this may not have been in the way that, in a way that you would have preferred to have done things. It might have been painful to have things taken away from you the way that it happened, but it was karmically meant to occur. So the next card is a discipline card. So I feel like, again, this is about you just having the determination to do what's right, so that you can bring in what you want to bring in, so that you can bring in things that are going to make you happy. I feel like this is you following through with something that you should be following through with, followed by the love conquers all card. So I feel like you are attempting to bring harmony to a situation. I do feel like this is with another person. It could just be you readying yourself and speaking the truth to yourself. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is not just speaking your truth, but it's also speaking your truth to another person. Not just living your truth, but living your truth and maybe being honest with yourself about who you want, right? So again, this could be your relationship, just you being honest in general. Maybe you don't start speaking to this person this month, but I feel like for many of you, you do. And maybe if it doesn't pertain to a person at all, this is just about you being honest with yourself and not bringing you closer to love, right? Being more of your authentic self and not bringing you closer to love. So again, with this love conquers all, I feel like you know who you love. You're going after that person. I feel like this person has unconditionally loved you and you unconditionally love this person. I feel like this person is somebody you're going to be with for a while. If it's not about another person, again, I feel like this is... I really do feel like this is about another person. But if it's not, it could just be about loving yourself, right? The next card is hope. So I feel like this is something that you have been hoping for, something that you have been wishing for. You might have been wishing for an opportunity to speak to this person or to do this, or for an opportunity to break free from whatever you're breaking free from. There's something that you were praying for that you are getting, right? There's something that you were hoping for that you were getting, and I feel like your hope is also being restored this month, right? In the month of October. So the last card is the Maenad card. So again, I feel like your actions are going to bring you, good things. I feel like it is going to turn out well. I feel like for October, you will feel a burst of passion. Like it's going to feel like hard to kind of control, like kind of hold back anymore. And you're just going to have the willpower to do something. I feel like this has been building up in you for a while, and it's going to feel like a burst, and it's going to feel good, and it's going to feel good to get it done. But not only that, for some of you, you may have a sexual release this month, so that's cool. I hope you have fun with that. Okay, so that was pile 2, right? So what did I do just now? Moving on to pile 3. So here, for your themes, for the month of October, for your love life, we have the Goose Girl reverse, and that's the Theft card. We have the Wood Maiden reverse, and that's the Trust card. So this is very interesting. Let me see. So I'm hearing I Bust the Windows Out Your Car remix with Why Don't You Love Me. So you can listen to this on YouTube. It's by Scott Hoying and Rosie Crane or something like that. It's basically what's that, a medley of the song I Bust the Window Out Your Car by Jasmine Sullivan and Why Don't You Love Me. And I don't know who that's by. It could be by Jasmine Sullivan too. I don't really know. But essentially that song is about somebody being unfaithful or disloyal and somebody feeling vengeful about it. Or angry. It's about also somebody asking, why don't you love me? Like, I have my own money, I have everything, da 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 da. So that could be part of your theme for this month, right? I feel like someone was a fraud. So that's the first thing I'm getting. I feel like somebody was a fraud. Somebody might have been using somebody for money, or somebody might have been using you for money. Like, as the themes for this month, somebody using somebody for money. I feel like there's something about somebody being a fraud, being a fake, coming out, something about somebody wearing a mask. It is very possible that it is this pile. I'll know probably more in a second when I get the tarot deck out. I feel like this could be about somebody playing coy, but being up to something and getting caught. I feel like this is about somebody being unfaithful, somebody being disloyal, somebody being a fake. I feel like that is the theme for your love life for this month. Unfortunately, for pile number 3. It could be about a third-party situation, about somebody giving their love everywhere, or something starting from a third-party situation. Like I heard, like, can I get a piece of your love? So maybe you were the one when somebody was in a relationship, or somebody was asking someone, you're like, can I get a piece of your love? Or something like that. Or maybe that's how the person you were with was with. So, or maybe, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the person you were with, maybe they got pulled into a situation like that by somebody singing that song. Not singing that song, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, that is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, okay, let me just get into the cards. Oh, pile 3. This is your pile, by the way. My bad. This is the deck that you picked. I forgot to do it. But again, that is the Modern Witch Tarot. So let's look at these cards. So the first card we have is the Hierophant reversed. The next card is 3 of Swords upright. The King of Cups reversed. The 10 of Wands upright. The Queen of Cups reversed. The Knight of Wands upright. The 4 of Pentacles reversed. The High Priestess. And the Queen of Wands reversed. So I'm feeling a lot of karmic energy coming from this pile. So this could be about a karmic relationship coming to an end. Or this pile could be maybe you're in a relationship with a karmic, or you are the karmic partner in a relationship. Either way. I see Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Sage. Libra, Taurus. Emphasis on the Scorpio and the Cancer. And the Libra. And the Aries. Okay, so so I do feel like, again, with this starting out with the Hierophant first, I feel like this is about a commitment being broken, about somebody being dishonest, or illusory, somebody creating illusions in some way. I feel like these people, or there was a relationship that was not what it appeared to be. Yeah, I feel like something is not going to work anymore. A relationship, partnership is not going to work anymore. This might not have been an official relationship. It could have started out as a business partnership, whatever it is. I feel like it's not going to work anymore. Yeah, the Eight of Cups keeps coming up, so I feel like there's just, it's about moving on from this. Like this is no longer working, and yeah, I feel like you guys are moving on. I feel like this group may not have been listening to their intuition, because my head is very cloudy, or may not still be listening to their intuition even in the month of October, or they could be very confused about why things aren't working, why things didn't work, or they're thinking negative thoughts. I feel like something was built on a stable foundation. It wasn't meant to work. It wasn't going to work. Something was in balance from the beginning, I think. Oh, something was in balance from the beginning. I'm gonna have to move my camera in a few seconds. I feel like somebody is sad. Somebody is angry. Somebody's upset. Somebody's heart chakra is messed up. Somebody could be heartbroken. Yeah, I feel like something was an illusion and it's not working anymore. I feel like ending this is bringing balance. I feel like somebody's being shut out. Two people are just being freed from a karmic contract. I feel like if there's black magic involved, that black magic is no longer working. If somebody did a love spell or a binding spell, that spell is no longer working. It could be due to the planets. I know that there is a transit right now having to do with karma. Ouch. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna cut that part out. But okay, sorry about that. So like I was saying, if there's any black magic that's coming to an end, sorry. Okay, so if there's any black magic in place that was coming to an end, anybody trying to create illusions, I feel like the love here may not have been real, or maybe the masculine person is leaving, or the masculine no longer feels love for somebody, or this could just be you being sad, or your masculine energy feeling out of balance, you feeling kind of out of touch with your emotions, unable to feel them all the way. You could be feeling numb. If you are, I would definitely recommend meditating on your heart chakra. Yeah, I feel like you're feeling out of touch with your emotions. You might be very in your headspace. Just very like burdened by what's going on. I feel like whatever's happening right now, this ending was karmically meant to occur. If you were doing black magic to keep somebody around, obviously that wasn't going to work anyway. Or if somebody was doing black magic to keep you around, obviously that wasn't going to last anyway, because you cannot force somebody to feel something that they do not feel, right? You can, that's only going to work for so long before it stops working, right? So I feel like this ending is definitely karma. I do feel like this is just not meant to work. This just wasn't meant to work. It was not meant to work. So I feel like this group, this pile may still be attempting to hold on to this, even though it is ending and it is meant to end. Might be hyper fixated on whatever this connection is. But with the death card at the bottom of the deck as well, again, I do feel like this was meant to come to an end. It's inevitable. You can't avoid the death card. Something was meant to transform. Yeah, I feel like this pile may have been trying to hold on to something that just was not meant for them, and that could be why the ending was so painful or so abrupt, because it's supposed to have happened. I feel like now this group may feel stuck and just very emotionally unbalanced with the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups here reversed. And I feel like this group is not really focused on healing. I feel like you might be doing impulsive things, acting impulsively. Maybe you wanting to hold on to this situation is causing you to act impulsively. Like maybe acting impulsive ways in order to keep this person around. I don't feel like it's gonna work. Or just be acting in immature ways, right? I feel like it is time to listen to your intuition. This was never meant to happen. It's time to have an awakening. This ending was meant to happen, and I feel like you are meant to heal through this energy and continue pushing through this energy. I feel like at one point you might not have been listening to your intuition, but there's definitely a need for you to do that now. Because if the universe wants something to happen, the universe is not going to let anything or anybody stop it, right? So yeah, I feel like this group just is not, there's a need for you to get back into your power. If you were abusing your power, that's definitely coming to an end. But there's a need for this group. I don't feel like your first instinct is going to be to heal or to let this go gracefully. But I feel like that is what you're going to eventually end up having to do, whether that is forced onto you or you do that on your own, right? So I feel like it is important to make sure that you are healing. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. Because with, like I said, with the death card on the bottom of the deck, this is going to happen anyway. It's bound to happen. It's meant to happen. It's inevitable. This is happening regardless, right? And I feel like you might not be willing to transform, but you're being called to do so anyway. Okay. So moving on to the advice cards. So for the advice, I used, what did I use? I used the Untitled Oracle. So your first card is wake up. It says it's your moment. The next card is it's always tea time. So this says eternity, endless moments, repetition. The next card is believe reverse, strange encounters. The next card is keep your temper. Don't allow your anger to rule you. Your next card is set your course reverse. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan, the right direction. So this is reverse. The next card is falling, the unknown, descent, momentum, and change. And then the very last card we have is choices. So that's feeling blocked and restrained. So, okay. So the first card, the guidance there is wake up. It is time to awaken. It is time to awaken to your path and what's not your path and what is for you and what's not for you. And it's time to awaken to what you've been doing wrong. And it's time to awaken to what's working, right? So it is time for you to go through an awakening. So like I said, I do feel like this moment is meant to be used for you to propel yourself forward in a positive direction, even though I do not feel like that may be a lot of you guys' first instinct. I do feel like it is something that you do need to end up doing. It's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, repetition. I feel like this is about karmic cycles. So I feel like you might have learned this lesson before. The universe has tried to show you this lesson before and you didn't learn it the first time. Maybe it was with somebody else, maybe it was with this person. But either way, there's a lesson that you need to learn. And things are going to keep ending and keep blowing up in your face until you learn it, right? So and I see this card, like in the wake up card, they don't really look like they want to wake up. They're looking like, man, I don't want to, you know, or why do I have to do that? But it's like, you have to do it anyway. It's time to face the situation with maturity, with grace. Show the universe, show the divine what you're really made of. Show them that you know how to handle things properly and that you can let go of things gracefully so that you can get what is for you and who will treat you right and who will be faithful to you, right? So you can attract stable relationships, right? So the next card, we have believe reverse. So the strange encounters reverse. I feel like maybe you didn't believe that this would happen, and it is. And I feel like there's a need for you to believe what you're seeing. I feel like you're trying to fight this. I feel like this is why this is reversed. You're trying to fight this. And again, that's not a good idea. So the next card is Falling, I believe was the next card. And this is about momentum, change. You know, I feel like when you're falling, you can't really stop yourself. You're falling, you're eventually going to hit the ground. You can't really, you know, if you're falling, you can't really, you know, stop yourself if there's nothing to grab onto, right? So I feel like you're just going to fall. And I feel like you are meant to take this descent down the rabbit hole, which means like I said, use this energy to propel yourself forward. I feel like you will be sent into a dark night of the soul. It will be frustrating. You will feel isolated, right? But all this is meant to bring in balance, right? And this change, again, is coming regardless. There's not much you can do to stop it. So it's best to accept it with grace, right? So again, so then this next card is keep your temper. So again, accepting it with grace. Don't allow your anger to control you. Don't allow your obsession to control you. Don't allow your jealousy monster to control you, right? Don't allow possessiveness to control you. Accept this change with grace. If somebody wants to leave, let them leave. You deserve somebody who doesn't want to leave you, right? You deserve somebody who you don't have to constantly chase and beg to stay, right? So then act like it. Do that. Don't beg them to stay, right? Don't beg them to stay. Don't chase them. If they're being unfaithful to you, say fuck you and move on, period. It's that simple. So, I mean, I know it's not that simple, but what I'm saying is that is what you need to do, simply put, right? So, this next card, set your course reverse. So I feel like you may try to come up with a plan. You may try to figure out how to change the situation around, but I don't feel like it's meant to be changed around. I feel like the situation may be messing with your self-worth. Also, on an unrelated note, I feel like the situation may be messing with your self-worth, or maybe there's a need for you to work on your self-love and work on your self-worth and work on seeing value in yourself so that you believe that you're deserving of more, right? But like I was saying, set your course. I don't feel like you're meant to know where this is going. I don't feel like you can control this. I don't feel like you can come up with a nifty way out of this one. I feel like this is something where you're not necessarily going to know, and you just have to kind of let the wind blow you around and take you where it's going to take you. Because like I said, the death card it is inevitable. The falling card, it looks like you don't have much control over this change, and it might feel like you're literally free falling, like you don't know where the heck you're gonna land, and that's okay. Sometimes change feels that way. Sometimes growth feels that way. It's always uncomfortable, but it's always worth it in the end, right? So, you know, like I said, if you're trying to make plans or whatever to make an effort to try to stop things or to try to hold on to things that are not meant to be held on to, that will not work, and it's not advised that you do that, right? But so this last card, we have choices. We have feeling blocked and restrained. I feel like you may not feel like you have a lot of choices in this situation. You may not feel like you have a lot of choices in this situation. You may feel very like restricted and trapped and kind of confused on how to fix it and what to do and da-da-da-da. And I feel like that's okay and that's super valid to feel. But remember, again, you can only control yourself in this situation. So you can't control the other person. You can't control what they're feeling, and you can't try to tell them what they can and can't feel, or whether or not they should or should not be with you, right? That's not up to you. So that was the last card in the guidance. So just gonna look at the bottom of the deck card real quick. So at the bottom of the deck, we have, I wonder what will happen next. So this is about you opening up to new possibilities. You're on the precipice of change. It says precipice of change, ready to adventure, pause before action. So I don't feel like this is about pausing before action, but I do feel like this is about pausing. Like pausing before action, but not pausing before action. So what I mean by that is, don't be impulsive. Pause before you do things. Think about things before you do things. But don't try to formulate a plan to try to reverse this, because that's not going to work, right? So definitely pause before you take action. Definitely think about things before you do them. Definitely don't be impulsive. And definitely open yourself up to the fact that things are changing, and be willing to accept that, and just be, try to accept that gracefully as you can, right? Find the lesson is underneath that. So again, there is a lesson here. So what is the lesson? Is your lesson codependency? What is your lesson here? Figure out what that lesson is and use this to propel you forward to make you more knowledgeable, to make you stronger. And I know it's hard to do that sometimes when we're hurting. We're like, no, I don't want to think about being stronger when I'm hurting. I'm fucking hurting, right? We all do that. I do that, right? But sometimes it's just like, no, you have to. You have to, because you don't have a choice, right? Let yourself feel for a bit, but don't sit in it so long that you're keeping yourself stagnant and stuck, right? So things might get really weird this month, might get really wacky. I do ultimately feel like, you know, this situation will come to an end, and it is going to be what it is. But I feel like it's up to you how you choose to deal with that, right? So that is what's up to you. You might not be able to control a lot in this situation, but that part is up to you. So moving on to pile number 4. So if you picked, okay, so the next pile is pile number 4. So, okay, so pile number 4 is about receiving gifts, karmically, like receiving karma, good karma, receiving rewards, in divine timing. So I feel like for some of you that might be late this month, and for a lot of you it will be after this month. So maybe the last 3 months of the year, as Mars is going through its little phases and we're all continuing to get karma and all that stuff. Or maybe the next 3 to 6 months. I feel like there are some things that have to come to an end first before you can receive this, or and there's just a need for you to be patient while you're waiting. The first card is your Ace of Pentacles reverse. The next card is the Knight of Wands. Next we have the Two of Pentacles reverse. The Eight of Cups reverse. The Eight of Wands reverse. The Ten of Cups reverse. The Moon. Sorry, these don't have labels on them. The Five of Cups reverse. I actually feel like the Five of Cups is upright. The Devil. The Devil reverse. the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Swords reversed. So I feel like the Ace of Pentacles reverse is about things being at a standstill. Or something not being ready yet. Okay, so my mistakes. This is the Knight of Pentacles reverse. So I still feel like it's things being at a standstill or something not being ready yet. I feel like it's not ready yet because there's a need to change your mindset or make room for it by purging out emotions that are no longer serving you, or sadness or old pain or something, or abandonment issues. Or an old heartbreak or being abandoned by somebody. Yeah, I feel like something's just not ready to happen yet. Something is still waiting in the wings for you because there's still some work that needs to be done. And then this is the Prince of Wands, I think. This might be the Prince of Wands. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure. This is either Prince or the Page of Wands. These don't have labels on them, and I just got this deck, so I'm not completely sure. But I'm going to use my intuition anyway, because I really need to know what the card is. I feel like this group may be ungrounded. I just don't feel like this group is ready yet for whatever it is. There's a need for you to get ready for it. There's still some more steps that have to be taken. I feel like this group may be unbalanced with the Two of Pentacles reversed. I feel like there's a need for you to maybe balance your head and heart space energies. So if your head and your heart are always arguing, there's a need for you to balance those out. There could be a need for you to balance your feminine and masculine energies. But either way, I feel like this group needs to heal their feminine and masculine energies. I feel like their masculine energy might be a bit too prominent right now, as in you might be more in your head and needing to return to your heart space. I feel like there's a need for you to get things in balance before whatever this is can come in for you. Yeah, I feel like you want to move forward, but there's a need for you to go back first. And to purge pain that may be left over. Yeah, it's like there's a pause before the 10 of Cups. With the 8 of Wands reverse, followed by the 10 of Cups reverse. Or followed by the 10 of Cups. So it's like there has to be a pause. You have to slow down before you can get this happy ending. Because it looks like there's a need for you to confront your inner world. There's a need for you to sit with yourself and to get to know yourself, to get to know something about yourself, to understand something about yourself. Maybe you have commitment issues and there's a need to figure out where those came from, or you have like some sort of fear of committing or being intimate with somebody or getting close to somebody. So maybe that's something that you need to address before you can be in a relationship. I feel like there could be a need to examine your dynamics with your parents. Maybe your relationship with your parents cause you to have maybe like an unhealthy style of attachment, or cause you to fear committing. Just it's something about your past and how it's contributed to who you are today, and the need for you to confront that, and to also confront the emotions that come with that, so that you can be completely in touch with yourself, right? It's just about getting in touch with your emotions in general, removing that heart armor, opening up that heart chakra, facing your fears, facing yourself, facing your shadow, right? There's a need to do that before you can get what you want. So I feel like this group may subconsciously have been trying to manifest a relationship for themselves, or they might want love, but maybe it seems unattainable, or maybe they don't understand why it's not working. Yeah, I just still feel like there's some lingering pain. I feel like if you've been drinking a lot, there's a need for you to stop. If you've been drinking or smoking to avoid your problems, drinking especially, there's a need for you to stop. Or if you have a thing where you drink heavily, maybe you are a wine fan, there's a need for you to chill on that. I see a woman with long brown or reddish or orange hair. Yeah, I feel like there's a way that you're thinking about things that's not really serving you. I feel like the Seven of Swords here is not necessarily you deceiving other people or lying, but I feel like it might be you being deceptive to yourself, or you might need to be a little more honest with yourself about where certain habits that you have come from, or why you do certain things that you do, right? So, or you may need to be honest with yourself about why you're so guarded, or you may need to drop your guard, or be honest with yourself about why you're so calculating, why you can't get out of your head. Maybe you just need to get out of your head, right? I feel like there's something about the new moon with this timing. Something about the moon, something about the planetary alignment. Maybe it's not the new moon for you guys. If it's not the new moon, it could be another transit. I feel like something important is going to happen around the new moon. I feel like you guys are going to make a realization about self. I feel like you're going to heal yourself around the new moon. Or the new moon is going to be healing for you in one way or another. You're either going to release something or realize something that's going to help you get closer to where you want to be, right? So I feel like this month overall is just about clearing out energies that are preventing you from coming into union with whoever that you're meant to be with. As well as teaching you patience and having faith. It's just about healing overall, right? Healing overall so you can be ready to attract the love that you've been praying for, that you've been attempting to manifest, or that you want, you know? Yeah, it's just about healing overall. And the reading ends with the healing. I see you do definitely start the healing process this month. I'm not sure if you finish it. I know that healing takes a while for a lot of people, but I definitely see that this month is definitely healing for you, and that you are getting some healing done. So now I'm gonna move on to your advice cards. So the deck I used for advice was the Raven's Wand Oracle. So we have Eternal Flame Reverse. We have Destroying Angel Upright. We have Standing Tall reverse. Needs before one's upright. And Commemoration upright. Oh, also, by the way, at the bottom of this deck, we have the Star reverse. So I feel like the Star reverse is at the bottom of the deck because you are being required to keep faith even when you can't necessarily see that things are manifesting. I also feel like this is your wish being put on hold. And I feel like this is about your wish being put on hold so that you can heal. With the Three of Pentacles being underneath. And the Sun. And the Magician. So yeah, I feel like and I feel like this is about you keeping faith. Like I feel like it's important this month that you do keep faith, because the more that you do keep faith that your manifestation will come through and that you are focused on your healing, the faster they tend to come. Again, there is a divine element of divine timing at play, but I feel like you are gonna get your wish fulfilled. But like I said, there's a need for you to keep faith and there's a need for you to heal this month. So getting into the advice, with this Eternal Flame reverse, with this Eternal Flame reverse, I feel like this is about a need to get back your inner fire. I feel like this is a need to get back your spark. I feel like for those of you in twin flame relationships, especially, your twin does mirror you. So when you heal yourself, your twin will heal themselves. So if you do want to attract your twin flame, and this is for you and you'll know it's for you, you don't really have to think, oh, do I have a twin flame? You'll know if you have a twin flame. So if that is about this especially, and that relationship being on hold, know that the most important thing to do during a twin flame relationship to expedite the process is to focus on yourself and focus on being faithful and keeping faith and keeping hope alive, right? So I feel like this is like there's a need for you to re-spark your own eternal flame. You are the only light that can guide you out of the darkness. Nobody else can do that for you. If you are going through a tough time, nobody can save you from that. So there is a need for you to nurture yourself and get back that eternal flame, be healing and nurturing your own hearth. If you've been feeling low energy, it could be more of a spiritual and emotional thing. It could have to do with the transits as well, and the fact that this is just a very big, shifty month for you. So, no, that will pass. The next card that we have is the Destroying Angel. So, I do feel like, again, the energy of, like, twin flame, yin yang. But, again, if you are in a twin flame relationship, again, you will know everybody in this pile is not in a twin flame relationship. But if you are, there are, you know, and if you aren't, there are definitely systems that need to be dismantled within you before you can be joined with your person in this lifetime. Both the feminine and the masculine energies, so that's both your inner feminine and inner masculine, as well as you and the other person have healing to do before you can enter each other's lives. So it's, you know, it could be your inner feminine and masculine, or it could be you and the other person have healing to do. It could be either or, it could be both. But I feel like this angel's coming in and they're destroying all unstable foundations, everything that's not serving you, trying to make a clean sweep before they bring in things that are meant for you. So think of this as the death card, right? Think of this as the death card. Death is inevitable. It's coming no matter what. Do you remember the death angel in the Bible? I don't know if you know the story of that, but the death angel was unstoppable. So I feel like that's what this card is here signifying. It's signifying inevitable change and inevitable shifts, and and something that's really, really needed, right? These foundations had to be destroyed. These ways of thinking had to be destroyed. This pain had to be purged, right? It's not serving you. It's not helping you. So you want happiness. You want love. If you're praying for that, then know that that also comes with, when you're praying for that, you're also praying for things that are blocking it to be removed, right? Because that's what's needed in order to receive that. So yeah. So next we have the Standing Tall card reverse. I feel like this is about a need for you. Again, relight your inner spark. Get that confidence back. Begin loving yourself, right? Love yourself. That's super, super, super important. If you've been having confidence issues or issues with believing that you are worthy, right? Or deserving of love or whatever, then look at those issues. Look at that. Look at the self-esteem issues. Look at all those things. Look at any conditions of worth or of love that you've placed on yourself. And look at the way that you're talking to yourself as well. And just work on that image that you have of yourself and the way that you love yourself. And make sure that you're loving yourself unconditionally, right? I feel like this month may feel discouraging to you because you're wondering, why aren't things the way that I want them to be yet? Or why haven't things worked out for me? Or why am I still experiencing certain things? Well, it's because there's still growth that needs to be done. And don't let that beat you down or make you feel bad. Don't let it make you feel bad that you're not on the same timelines as other people, or that your relationships don't look like other people's, that your life doesn't look like other people's. You aren't getting things that other people are getting. Remember that it's all your timeline, so everybody's different. Everybody's going to experience things at different times and different rates, and everybody has their own healing journey, so it's perfectly fine. There's no reason to beat yourself up or to feel bad, right? Or envious of other people even. So the next card that we have is the Needs Before Wants card. So again, I feel like you do want something, but there are things that you need to do first. There's healing that you need first before you can get what you want. And it's not that you're not deserving of what you want. And it's not that you're not going to get it, but it's that there's some things that you have to accomplish and then you'll get it, right? So everything is an energy exchange. You can't get one thing without giving something, right? So in this situation, you're being asked to create space, to make room for this person to come in, right? So when they do come in, it just doesn't fall apart, or you just don't push them away, or it just doesn't blow up in your face, right? Because that would really hurt. And this commemoration card upright, I feel like this is saying that you will have a reason to celebrate, but again, needs before wants. There's a need to be patient, and there's a need to do the things, take care of yourself first, take care of the things that you need to take care of, balance yourself out first, and then you'll have that reason to celebrate. So actually, at the bottom of your deck, you have the Taking to Heart card. So I feel like, so again, the divine timing thing is still at play, but I feel like this is about, again, like your inner child, working on your relationship with your inner child, not worrying so much about giving, taking with others, and exchanging energy with others, but just focusing on yourself. And I feel like it's also about kind of examining the uneven dynamics behind the giving and taking that was going on in your family, or behind how you gave and received love as a child, or the love that you received and the love that you gave and stuff like that. So, and then we have the Gifts card in Winter's Throne. So again, I think that's talking about things coming in divine timing, 3 to 6 months. December, January, February is probably significant for a lot of you. The gift coming right after the give and take is, I feel like, you healing energies surrounding your relationship dynamics, and then getting your gifts. So, okay. Moving on to the last pile. So this is a part of collective who picked pile number 5. So here is, again, this is the deck. So if you pick this deck, then pile number 5 is for you. Start with the themes for the month. So this pile, somebody is spilling the beans. Your themes, you have the Children of Lear, voice, and Puss in Boots, wit. So somebody is speaking their truth. Somebody is spilling the beans. Somebody is speaking their truth, and I think they've been thinking about how they speak their truth for a while now, and they're finally doing it. Or I don't know if it's you spilling the beans. It may be you spilling the beans. It may not be you spilling the beans to a specific person, but just coming out with your truth in general. So I feel like that's the theme. I feel like the theme is just speaking the truth. So the cards that we have in the tarot deck, we have the Knave of Wands upright, the King of Chalices reverse, the Eight of Pentacles upright, the Knave of Chalices reverse, the Fool upright, Death upright, Four of Chalices reverse, Three of Chalices reverse. Three of Chalices upright. And the Moon reverse. So I feel like the Knave of Wands is about being impulsive. I feel like this person, I feel like this pal is being impulsive. I feel like you may not want to be single anymore. I definitely feel like you want to do what's right. Sorry, I'm really tired. I feel like this pile wants to do what's right, or what they feel is the right thing to do for them. They might not want to be single anymore, but they're being impulsive about doing something or getting something. You might be impulsive about speaking your emotions. Or you're going to want to be impulsive about speaking your truth. I feel like maybe not at the very beginning of the month, or you might feel that impulsivity at the beginning of the month, but when you feel it, you might just run from it. You might just avoid doing that. I feel like at the beginning of the month, this group may be being immature in some way. You might be distracting yourself with work. And maybe just feeling like at the beginning of the month, like you're not ready to face yourself. And then maybe by week 1.5 or something, at some point something changes and all of a sudden you experience this inner transformation and you want to go after what you want with the Fool and the Death card, or you want to go after something, or you do want to do something, you're done putting it off, or yeah, I feel like you're just done sitting around. And like, if this is something you really wanted and you were disappointed about it, I feel like you're done just, you know, pretending like there's nothing that you can do or playing victim to a situation. And I feel like it's because it's time now or something. Like, for some reason you can do it now, like you're free to do it. I don't know if something was tying you up at the beginning of the month, but now you're definitely able to do that with the Death and the Fool and the Four of Cups reverse. I'm feeling that this energy may carry into November. But I feel like once you do speak your truth, with the Moon reversed here and Three of Cups, that things will end up going harmoniously. If your goal is to reunite with somebody, I do feel like that will happen, but I feel like this energy may carry into November, so it may not happen immediately. With the Hangman at the bottom of the deck, I feel like there is an element of timing at play, and of just you needing to be still and to be balanced and to just make sure that you're not being too impulsive before you do things. And again, I do feel like that is that Mars energy, but I feel like when the time is right, you will let your guards down and you will speak your truth. So moving on to the guidance cards. For the guidance, I used the Sacred Earth Oracle. That was the deck that I just mixed up with the pile previously because I'm tired. But okay, so the first card that we have is Efficiency. Then we have Preservation. We have Influence. We have Formation Reverse. We have Alliance. And we have Ready But Waiting. So I feel like there's a need for you to figure out how to do something before you do it. With the Efficiency card being next to the Preservation card, I feel like you're trying to figure out the best way to do it and you're trying not to be impulsive about it. I feel like there is some sort of influence from the planets, some sort of divine influence, planetary influence, something maybe related to the moons or something like that. But there's definitely some sort of planetary influence or divine influence playing, especially planetary, playing a role in the timing of everything. Or the moon is influencing your emotions or your behavior in some way, or the planetary alignment is. So with the Formation card here reversed, I feel like at some point during the month, the Formation card goes upright. So I feel like it's about getting things into formation, but, or things coming into formation, but it not being time for them to come in, or them coming in when it's finally time. Like, they're preparing themselves during the month, like things are preparing themselves during the month to come into formation, but it'll finally form when it is time, right? So that could be in November, that could be in October. I feel like for most of you, it is in November. When things do come into formation, I feel like you will, whatever person it is that you're speaking your truth to, I feel like you guys will form some sort of friendship. It might not be a romantic relationship, but it might be a friendship. That may eventually develop into a romantic relationship, but it's definitely something where both people are working together and it feels balanced for both people, right? And then the last card, the ready but waiting card, again, I think that's reinforcing the idea of timing just being at play, and just the need to be patient and to not be impulsive, especially with the time card at the bottom of the deck, right? The rediscovery card at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you and your person will be rediscovering each other, and there will be a renewal of your relationship. I feel like everything will come full circle, and I feel like this may have started two or 3 years ago or something like that, and then also something's coming full circle from last year or something. And with the reaction card being reversed and the revision card being upright, I feel like, again, this is about not being impulsive, about looking over the things that you're going to do before you do them, and just not reacting impulsively. And I do feel like things are going to work out at the end of it all. But like I said, this energy, I don't think it's just for October. I think it is for the month of November too. I think it's carrying into the next month. So that's all I have. I hope that was helpful. Like, comment, and subscribe if you feel guided to do so. I will leave the decks in the description box. I'm really tired. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. I don't think I am. But either way, I hope that was helpful. And yeah. Oh, also, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. They are not to be used as legal or medical advice. I've never claimed to be a doctor. I've never claimed to be a therapist. I've never claimed to be a lawyer. So please don't sue me. Thank you.